the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Groupers offense will take the field first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football.
Breaks into the open. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
And how about that play call on 3rd and long? Probably everybody thinking pass in the building. They run the option, and the QB makes the good read. Look, nobody's got me. Nobody takes me. I'll take it. I'll get the first down. Nice play call on 3rd and long.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Man, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The give to the tailback. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown. He's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle at Sheffield. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. And the Groupers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Finds a little space. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. The give on the counter. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Tennessee's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing. Tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Kick is in the air. Pulls it in and looking upfield. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Running to the left. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field. Went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
He'll do it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, that time on third down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced the negative play, now setting up fourth down.
Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely free.
Nowhere to go with the ball and down. He goes at the 39. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you. You have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They'll give it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The Groupers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the option. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Let's see what they've got on second down. On the option. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Makes it past the marker. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the groupers are moving quickly down the field. On the ground, it's Craig. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue in to him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Field goal is good. The lead now 6 here in the second. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 4 over Texas A&M. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Vols come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though,
lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, you can see why Rocky Top is so excited about this guy. He's a home run waiting to happen. Not only can he run you over, but he can run around you, too. This is an offense that doesn't only have to...
Turning it on! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
Hunt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Gee. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end run up there.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Now the toss. Nice move to keep running. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The play-action fake. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Tennessee! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jeffrey. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. It's Craig. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. To the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Sheffield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made that play and was hoping to make another one on the return, but they'll take it in business at the 41. take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive.
Here we go.
The RPO, it's complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. The short hands, it's Gee. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's downs. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing.
Looking for the end. Bounces over the top. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown ball.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to add another. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the groupers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
The Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Downs. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Caught behind the line. It's Gee. There, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Duke is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Daniel Jones, this offense is not guaranteed to just keep scoring points today. They're up by a field goal over Ohio. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the option. They'll leave it with him. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the run, it's Craig. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The groupers send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Now the play fake. Using his legs to buy some time. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give out of the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. This quarterback part of their running game. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the groupers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Looking for a crease. It's Bishop. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off the RPO, complete. Breaks into the open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The Vols are marching down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Tennessee! And the pummeling has started. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quick spin on the run. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yards.
He'll pull it on the read. The ball scores free. Bounced right back to them. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Craig. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The groupers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Goes to the option. Runs through a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying play action. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set. First down. Running to the left. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown ball! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And this defense is just getting squeezed by the Big Orange, and he's cutting him up like Peyton Manning.
And no answers. I mean, he's really had his way. They haven't made him feel uncomfortable. If I'm a Vols fan, I'm jacked up that I got this guy at quarterback because he's showing he can put up some big numbers.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is piling on the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up by 21 over the Groupers. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
And how about that one? Definitely keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with him because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
So here is the Tennessee offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteer! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And this always always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will... 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the groupers in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And he gets back on top of it, and a first disaster.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it in the middle at Sheffield. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The groupers decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The give as they work on that clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the ball is moving quickly to the line. They'll move the tight end. From the red zone, looking for a man. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the fourth quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Find some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. And the groupers just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Back to pass, it's Wicks. Pressure coming. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early, or late up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The Groupers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Groupers are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Groupers will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield. It's downs. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
Offense facing 4th down.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.